Hi everyone, this is Kayvon in a bunch of different parts. We're integrating in Damien and Patrick's subsystems right now. And in this video, I'm going to be largely just documenting all of my failed attempts to record it. Like I said in my last video, I'm now making videos outside because my apartment has become impossible to record in due to ongoing targeting with drugging and directed energy weapons, as well as just the overall trauma. I didn't say this, but the overall trauma of just having to be in a complex that I know has now been filled with people who are part of the perpetrative network, people who are also MK victims, and so on. But recording outside is extremely challenging also, and it has been one of the worst days for that so far. I have been to 2 parks so far. I've been to 3 parks so far. This other park, and then this one, and then a third one, and then back to this one. Construction is going on right now here, but it's not as bad. That's why I first didn't record here. But at this point, I found a place in the back of the park that I didn't think anybody would even come to, because people kept walking by me also. That was a problem, and making noise. Like walking really close to me and making noise. I didn't think anybody would come back here. But then, hold on. But then someone did, and they just walked back past me a second time. Now I feel really awkward. This guy drove up in a very loud, rickety old truck right as I sat down to record this video a few minutes ago, and parked right in front of where I am, slammed his door, and then walked right past me and my partner, who's sitting a little bit over there. And I didn't see him do anything, but I also dissociated for a second, so I really couldn't say. I will have to talk to my partner after this and see if he saw anything. But that guy just walked back again as I was rather loudly talking about it. So like I said, I feel a little awkward in the event that he was not actually a trigger person. But then again, I would not at all be surprised. That's why I'm bothering to share this with you guys now. So, yeah, I'm just going to try to outline some things that have been happening. So, the last time I tried to record this at the 3rd park I went to, 2 people walked by within a short time with small dogs rather close to me, and both were making jingling sounds. That's a huge trigger for me. The first one seemed really obvious about it. Seemed pretty obviously to me a trigger person, and my boyfriend agrees, and I mention that because my boyfriend is not, to my knowledge, an MK victim, and he has really had a lot of trouble accepting that this stuff is happening, but he's recently become a lot more in acceptance, and so I'm really kind of going to him to see what he thinks of these things, and not just take his perceptions as my own, but it really helps to have someone else around. Sorry, the loud truck is starting now. That guy was, I guess, parked for a second. Now he's starting his truck. Like, you know, parked sitting in his car, I mean. I'm going to wait for this to stop. I'm also going to adjust my hat because my ear's a little exposed and it's uncomfortable. So I'm going to turn the camera away from me in case it's a trigger for people. Now it's a little bit too on my head, so I'm going to turn it and adjust it again. Sorry, it was too far out of my face. Okay, that guy is gone. We'll see if anything else happens. I'm already trying to fight through the trigger of the loud, creaky swing. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but across the park a child is swinging, and that's a huge trigger for me too. Even just the sound of passing cars is activating, but especially the sound of that swing, it's just difficult. So, yeah, people walking by with jingling dogs, that was a problem. Right after that happened, during that take, I think in between the two dogs passing, this guy walked up and coughed really loudly a few times. In previous takes, there's at least one where a guy coughed loudly too, and that was disruptive. So those are a couple things that are specific triggers for me that I think may be people intentionally trying to disrupt my videos, walking by with small jingling dogs, and coughing. But that aside, the reason that I was even making this video in the first place is because I wanted to talk about something related to targeting that happened with our apartment last night and this morning.